Hello, I'm Prime. I'm a musician and I live with my partner here in New York City. First and foremost, welcome to my first ever YouTube vlog on my channel. So a little bit of history, we've been living in this apartment for 2 years now and we've done a lot of changes to it. And within that time, we've repainted, redecorated, and moved a lot of things around. But I think I'm finally ready to show our home with you guys. Most importantly, I made this video for people who follows me on Instagram and spots certain items around my home and asks me where I got it from. So to make it easy for everyone, I tagged as many items as I could. This could be lengthy, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. As we enter the apartment, you are greeted by my plant in the corner and a view of the living room, the dining area, and to your left is my office space. As we turn around to face the doorway, to the right is the front closet. It's where we store our shoes, coats, tools, paint buckets, rolling carts, and anything that we may need in the apartment, they pretty much go here. 2 years ago, we refurnished and repainted the apartment. Mistie kept me company the whole entire time. Ain't she cute? So every time I see the paint paraphernalia, I always think of her. Here are some behind the scenes clips of how the apartment used to look. I just finished spackling and Mistie's right there. That's why I cleaned the floor. Help me, it's like my walls are caving in. Oh, floor space is valuable, so we hang our shoes by the door. Now to the right is probably one of the best purchases I've made. It's a wall storage organizer. It holds our mail, pens, keys, scissors to help us open packages. This basket holds random stuff, and because of the pandemic, it now holds our face masks. We also have a no shoe policy in the apartment, so you can either leave your shoes on the mat or wear this trendy sock booties. This tree is a Dracaena compacta. I purchased it last year and since then it has grown 2 feet taller, which means I'd have to repot it soon. It's still in its nursery pot and the plan is to repot it in a self-watering pot in pumice. I may do a repotting video soon, so let me know in the comments if you want to see that. Now this corner doesn't get any natural light. It's lit by these 2 light bulbs, but she's thriving, she's happy, so I can't complain. Moving on to the kitchen. The kitchen is small, but has a good amount of storage space. And what I like about it is it has its own section in the apartment. Because of this, any smell from what I'm cooking pretty much stays here or exits through that window. And as you can see in our fridge, we are proud uncles. Above the fridge is where we store wooden salad bowls, Tupperware, and party stuff. Now, most of our dinnerware sets we've inherited from our parents, so the stoneware sets we use daily and the china set we use on special occasions. Below the sink is where I store my cleaning supplies, and to the right is the dishwasher. To the upper left is our toaster oven. Now to save space on the counter, we mounted it on the wall and say hello to Tina Turner. On the windowsill are my succulents. They keep me company when I sip my coffee in the mornings while I spy on my neighbors. I mean, people watch, people watch. Right below is more storage, and to the left is where I stash my cookware. On the counter are my cooking oil, cooking utensils, and Keurig coffee maker. And right above that is more storage, and this spice rack is the best. It keeps all spices organized. This is where we keep our tea bags and mugs. That's our coffee maker and kettle. Now flatware is stored here. And under the oven is where I keep my baking pans. And to the left is more storage. It's where we keep our canned goods and munchies that are pretty much bad for us, but it's okay, it's okay. As you walk out of the kitchen is the dining room, or more like dining area. And to the left is my office space. I love this table, but I have no idea where we got this from. I'm guessing Wayfair. Anyway, it holds everything I need and more. I'm even able to squeeze in 2 plants. This is where I spend most of my time. I work as a web and graphic designer. I edit and color videos, but mostly I work on my music. If someone had an energy scanner, I'm all over this space. And since you're here, here's a preview of one of my music videos called Burnt Out. Waiting for shameless plug, I know. The video is on my channel, so check it out after the tour. That was ZZ Top and a tree sculpture. And now let's move on to the dining area. The dining area shares the space with my office, so it's best to have a glass table here. Plus, it won't overpower the space. That wall used to be empty and now houses this clock. These furniture stocks are a must for apartment living. It helps dampen the noise and protects the floor from scratches. I'm also allergic to dust, so we didn't really want to have rugs in the apartment, so these were perfect. This shelf divides the dining area from the living room and showcases my partner's grandmother's china. This isn't really something that we'd buy ourselves. We couldn't care less for china, honestly, but his grandmother really loved this collection. At times we do use it, so it's not just taking space, and it doesn't hurt that it's also really pretty. We love this couch. Not only is the price tag great, it's also super comfortable. The coffee table has a few knickknacks on it, like this wooden cat, these crystals from family, this cute piano coasters, and this bottle wine stopper that was given to us from our friends Steven and Elaine. Steven also creates beautiful doorknobs and jewelry like what I'm wearing here, so do check him out. This bar cart pretty much stays in place, and now that we're quarantined at home, this is our go-to neighborhood bar that only serves 2 people. The bottom shelf holds our liquor, and the top shelf holds stuff that our family gave us. It started out fairly empty, then the collection grew to what it is now. Instead of the sofa and love seat combo, we opted for 2 full-sized sofas since we entertain a lot. This is also my favorite spot where I would hang out during the day. This coffee table and entertainment center we bought as a set. This hourglass was the very first thing we ever purchased for the apartment, so in many ways, it means a lot to me. In this section, we have this cabinet caddy corner and holds a couple of tchotchkes on it. Over here is my pilia plant that's a little over a year old. I was not expecting it to get this big, honestly. I had her as a coffee table plant, and now that it has gotten this tall, I'm repotting it on this ceramic planter soon. This snake plant is my very first plant ever. She's not named because I didn't want to get too attached in case she dies, but she's alive, so help me name her. This typewriter means a lot. It's what inspired my very first photo shoot as an artist. It also inspired the art direction for my very first album cover. The entertainment center houses various ornaments that we've collected throughout the years. We're cord cutters, so we don't really have a cable box or any type of entertainment system. We have an Apple TV, so that's how we watch everything. There's a lot here, so I've highlighted some items so you know where we got it from. This book is probably the most important item here. It was given to me by my grandfather. He won it for being valedictorian in his kindergarten school. It's too special. So that's the living room. Let's move on to this grand hallway over here. This is the grand closet, which is also known as the linen closet. It's where we keep our cleaning supplies, toiletries, and paper products. I also have my winter sweaters here. I keep my other toolbox here. And right below it is my iMac bag, in case I decide I want to wheel it around. Behind the bag is more storage, and in that box is where I keep all of our makeup stuff for our photo shoots. Shout out to my all-around business and creative partner, Christina. And as the world turns, we face the bathroom. You know, it's cool, it's bright. I shower here. It got mirrors, blue ceiling, sink with storage, and I spent a lot of time bleaching my hair here. I just want to show you my toilet. That's probably one of the weirdest things you'll ever hear here. I want to show you my toilet. This is a bidet, and it's saving our asses right now. There's literally no toilet paper anywhere. Sold out. It's a butt saver, so get it, just get it. You may have noticed there's a lot of owls in the house. There's a story behind it. My dad went hiking with his friends, and on the way home, my dad spotted 2 baby owls on the ground, crying for help. My dad searched high and low for the mommy owl and couldn't find her, so it's safe to assume that their mommy got killed. My dad brought home the baby owls for me and my sister to take care of, and of course, we were too young to know better, so the baby owls died. And since then, I've had this affinity for owls. Sorry for the Debbie Downer story, but let's move on. Above my baby owls are 3 storage mirrors. We keep our hairspray, lotion, face creams, and first aid stuff in there. So for the most part, it keeps our sink clutter-free. Right below is the sink. Next to it is the tub. And above it is this rust-proof shower caddy. And true story, it is rust-proof. This golden shower hooks from Amazon. And this shower curtain I got at TJ Maxx for a bargain price of $6. The apartment faces south, so in reality, I don't really need to turn the light on during the day because we get a lot of sunlight. Above us is this towel rack that I installed myself. Yes, I roll my towels because it saves space. Also, if you accidentally knock one off, it stays intact. Right below it is where we hang our hand towel, and on the floor is this cloth basket. On to the bedroom. Our bed pretty much looks like this every day. I used to change bedding seasonally, but since our bed reclines, the beddings won't stay neat ever, so just bed sheets it is. Facing our bed are our dressers and my partner's baby books. We used to have them tucked away in the closet, and I suggested we put them on display. It's too cute for it to sit in the closet. Right above that is our television and Apple TV, and here sits Cola. I've had him since I was 9 years old. He takes a yearly wash, so he's able to maintain his white fur. On our bedside table, we have these mini figures that were given to us by a restaurant called Besito. They are worry dolls. You tell these dolls your sorrows and fears, tuck it under your pillow, and the next day wake up worry-free. I named them after talk show hosts like Oprah Winfrey, Jon Stewart, Ellen DeGeneres, Jimmy Fallon. You get the point. Instead of having another seating area here, we decided it's best to turn this section into a gym area. But I'll explain more of that later. So to the right is another dresser. A year or so ago, my office space used to be on this spot. Recently, I refolded my clothes to fit neatly in the drawers, got rid of some, donated some, asking myself, does this spark joy? Marie Kondo definitely inspired this. These metallic holders we got at this town called Milleridge Village on Long Island, and this floating shelf holds our banner and various animals we've collected and owned from our last apartment. This shelf holds family photos that my partner had neatly organized, which dates back from the 1900s to 2015. Like I said earlier, instead of another seating area here, we made it into a gym area. We do have plenty of overpriced membership gyms around our area, so having a gym system at home pretty much pays for itself. This treadmill we could stand and tuck away. It also rolls around anywhere. Technically, this closet is a walk-in closet, but we've also used it to store 2 Christmas trees. One's a pencil tree and the other is a shorter tree. Both Christmas trees we display out in the living room. The left door is another closet space. It holds more clothes, shoes, beddings, and other stuff we want to hide and tuck away. All our closets have high shelves, so storage in this apartment isn't much of a problem. On the floor has my hats in a bin and my favorite pair of shoes from Kingside, designed by fellow artist and creative director Ivy Kirshner, also known as Zarina. Under our bed, we have these storage bags that holds our emergency food supply and toilet paper. Thankfully for the bidet, we don't need much of that. We also have snacks here, pasta, canned goods, and other things. And this incline folding bench, we also hide under our bed. This honestly took longer to film and edit than I was expecting. Those little tags. Hello from the future. So while editing, I noticed that there's a couple of important logistics that I had conveniently forgotten to mention. Like one, the rent. So for a one-bedroom apartment around this area, the market rent price is around $3,600 to $4,000 a month. We've been here for 2 years and we signed on for another 2 years for $3,200 a month. All utilities are included. All utilities are included except for a $50 air conditioning bill. So doing the math and the lifestyle we live, this place really suits us. So I work from home and my partner literally walks 10 minutes to work every day. So we have no transportation costs. Two, amenities. The apartment complex has many. We're surrounded by parks and playgrounds for residents and our guests. There are paid memberships as well. Complex offers 3 gym locations for the price of 1, each offering numerous classes and the essential gym stuff like yoga, weights, and cardio equipment. This little thing. So what's there to do around us? We're literally walking distance from almost everything. Bars, restaurants, groceries, hardware stores, and my favorite, plant stores. And if we were to leave the neighborhood, the nearest train is a block away, and naturally, cabs and Uber can be easily accessed. So do we like it here? The answer is yes, we love it here. We can really call this place home. And another important thing to mention is it's really quiet here. We don't hear traffic except for the occasional ambulance or fire trucks. And even with shelter in place, we hardly hear our neighbors. So the walls are thick. That we're happy about. I think that's about it. If you have any other questions, just leave a comment below and I'll answer the best I can. Except I can't answer the exact location where I'm at. Alright, let's continue. We're quarantined, so making YouTube videos will definitely be an awesome creative outlet. Maybe I'll talk about fashion, my plants, hair and makeup, but not about like cutting your own hair at home. I did that. Doing something really funky here. It's not good. Not good. So give this a like and subscribe, and hope you enjoyed my apartment tour. So thanks for watching. Ta-ta. You're almost human. Almost.